Morning, everyone. Help if I didn't mute my microphone. Hey, Mr. Ghost Bear. Is it more? Oh, yeah. I guess it's not morning. I guess it's afternoon. I take that back. I've had lunch. Just finishing lunch. Come on. Come on. Let's play. I want to play. I've been looking up mods for the game. Old school mods. I found a lot of old tractors, like Massey Ferguson's old John Deere, McCormick, Farmall, a lot of old tractors. I have to find, seeders, and I found one old combine, but you need seeders and cultivators. Plows were easy to find. I found a fertilizer. I need to get some kind of sprayer, like for herbicide, I think, because I don't think weeders exist. Old, but yeah, old school weeder would be cool too. And we have to find baling technology, probably the small little square bales. Oh, start. So how's the family trucking business doing? Um, are all the trucks staying busy? I know for us it's starting to get really hard to find loads. We're getting some interesting runs, delivering to places we've never delivered to before, and half loads. Basically, we're picking up loads for smaller trucks, but doing the job anyway, type of thing. At least it's paying for the truck and the fuel. Company's not making a lot of money off some of these runs. And I think I've got a slight cold, slight cough. It's not a dry cough. I don't feel any other symptoms. I don't believe I have corona, but so all your drivers are being kept busy. That's good. Some of your trucks are idle because you don't have enough drivers. Yep, that's I think a problem everyone's having right now. Talked to dispatch, and he said that right now they have backups for us. If all of a sudden flatbeds isn't doing well enough, he goes, there's still a high demand out there for other work, so we will switch gears and haul other stuff. Gotta figure out Jess's microphone yet too. We'll do that eventually. Not now. She's just starting to eat lunch. And she's working on making supper. Some kind of big roast of something. Yeah, I'm like, it seems like it's getting darker in game. Shadows are getting longer. Where's the sun? The sun set already? I don't see a sun up. Yep, skies are gonna go orange here soon. We should look at map. Oh, it's not loading properly yet. Yeah, it's definitely not not loading properly yet. Give it a little longer. Still calling for snow. I'm gonna have to leave early tomorrow to make sure because I want to swap to my trailers. So I've got to go north of town, pick up my trailers. I drop them up at a pull just north of town. Pick up, well, not my trailers, but the trailers I'm currently hauling. Drive to Salmo, drop these trailers off at home office, grab my trailers because the safety's been done on them, and then go back to Castlegar and load there tomorrow or not tomorrow, Monday morning at 7 a.m. Where is my cell phone? I am expecting a call. There we go. Grab my cell phone. Expecting the Kenworth dealership to call me. See if they figured out what's going on with my truck. with a different truck. With my Kenworth 2018. Is it going to be a big snowstorm? Great. Very end of March. And we're going to have a big snowstorm. Yippee! Oh, so Timmy's in Vancouver got fined and got closed for 3 days because they're not following um, the laws on how many people are allowed in a certain square space. Well, I noticed that about Walmart. There was a lot of people in there. Superstore, everybody was social distancing at Walmart. No worries, everybody can cough on everybody. It's like, Like, definitely gonna do more shopping at the place that takes it seriously. Because you know they're not disinfecting their baskets and carts if they're not taking anything else seriously. Hmm. I think Superstore is definitely winning on that front. Funny how two different grocery stores are reacting very differently. See if these fields have loaded yet. There we go. No weeds up there yet. Nothing's ready to be harvested. They actually started to institute queues on Friday, only letting so many into a store, and the maintenance company hired more people to help, cleaning and sanitizing carts and baskets. None of that's happening here at our Penticton Walmart. Um, the superstore in town here has queues and social distancing. I saw a couple. The mall was doing that. But the Walmart, no queues, no social distancing, no people are just walking everywhere. We did most of our shopping at the superstore. Well, just did. I I don't like going shopping on good days. I figure on right now, the less people, the better, less exposure. Yeah, I have a chronic cough that makes people very nervous around me. So it might be local managers at different stores. Local managers care more than others. Yeah, you guys are a much busier store down there too, so might be a difference, but I know when I pulled into Cal Tire during the week, we weren't allowed in. I had to call a phone number, and then they came out to the retort. A lot of chip and receivers. Most places are taking it seriously. Yeah, the Walmart in Penticton, I think I'd give a fail right now. Okay, okay, come on, settle down, stay on the road. even washing this thing? That's slowly getting cleaner. Okay, where's my truck? That is Jess's truck. There we go. Where does the contract say I have to deliver this? Holster stores. Where's Sunflower the best price? There. Okay, cool. I can. And do I want to sell all the sunflowers? Yeah, I don't really want to. No. So I will sell enough to. Where is that? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I'll sell enough to finish the contract and then bring the rest to storage. Okay. Not much left in here, but we'll put it in storage anyway. I was surprised doing that stream yesterday evening. Everybody showed up. Had a really busy chat going on. I figure since Saturday afternoon probably would be quieter. I was correct. It is quieter. So why would you put this in storage when this is the next field we're harvesting right here, which is sunflower? So let's just leave this here for a bit. Zoom out. Back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. It's actually fairly hard backing up 2 trailers in game. Well, not really much harder in game than, well, it's probably easier backing up in game than in real world. I just have more practice real world. Okay, since that's all we're doing, let's take a look here. Okay. How much money can we borrow? $500,000? Let's see what the maximum. Hey, Iron Thunder. Um, yeah, you sent me the screenshot. Nice work, by the way. Got a photo of me. I'm guessing you got Farmer Joe in there too. What are you calling her? Farmer Joe or Jess? I think Farmer Joe would be the best. Be a good inside joke. And I've been researching antique farming. Do they have links in this one? No links. It's like I gotta find this equipment. Where do I find this equipment? But, right, I was borrowing money. Farmer Joe it is. So we can only borrow $500,000. Okay. So. Oh, the potato harvesting stuff. So, potato harvesting, how much was that going to cost us again? Okay, okay, that one right there. So a little over $500,000 plus another, what was it, 70 grand. So basically, we need to have 100 grand in our bank account before we can do that. Okay. Field 25. Where is field 25? Way over there. Go to field 12. Nope, don't want that one either. $26. Right there? Yeah, let's do that one. 26, let's do that one. Accept contract. So you made something wrong. Some sheds and roads are invisible in the game. Yeah, that's why I don't have the patience to do any kind of modding. I would not have the patience to figure that out. This is fertilizer, right? Or maybe that's lime. Yeah, it's lime. Okay, never mind. Is this fertilizer? I think that's fertilizer. Yeah. 6 up here. Right. Fertilize this field, make some cash. Are you taking pictures of your food? That's awesome. I, that's always a good thing when you start taking pictures of food. You know it's going to be pretty darn good food when it gets all done. Why am I yawning? Pretty big bumps here at the end of the field. Once you buy that field, definitely not extending it. Hey, Lucky. I'm doing all right. Feeling lazy. Should probably be doing real work, but that'll come later. Hopefully they get the truck done and I get to go organize the truck. I doubt that. I doubt that you are stupid. You missed some simple coding or something? Making stuff be invisible? Looking in the background, there are some pretty big hills over here. Yeah, thanks, Lucky, for sending those videos of air start. I never knew about air start trucks, and I kind of get it now. And the sound they make is pretty cool. I made some buildings invisible, so it would be easier for me to paint the grass without the shadow blocking the view. And you forgot to turn it back on. Yeah, it's a little funny. I'm not going to waste fertilizer here unless I have to. left on this contract? 81%. Lucky, on your bush truck that you take out into off-road way into the back country, um, how many liters of fuel do you carry? I know my truck has two tanks and they're 400 liters each. So I carry 800 liters, but I imagine you guys run probably 500 liter tanks and maybe two or three of those. Definitely lagging out for some reason. So 4,000 liters. 4,000 liters. So 1,000 liter tanks? 4 tanks? Yeah, that's a lot of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. But I figure if any country you'd be running a lot of fuel, it'd be Australia doing the long hauls in the back country. You'd be forced to run a lot of extra fuel. Yeah, way out in the bush, no service station. And when you do find a service station, the fuel is probably really expensive compared to if you buy it in the city. Oh, contract's finished. Collect. So before we bring this back, what do we want to do? Weeding field 40? Not really a lot of money in it, but yeah, sounds like a fun thing to do. Change it up. Wrong button. Fold up. There we go. Plus, you don't know if it's dirty or bad fuel. Yep. In the old, yeah. Who knows? Especially rainy season. Is there water in the diesel? How long has the fuel been sitting there? Practicing my social distancing. You know how you practice your social distancing? Eat a lot of beans. Everybody will social distance themselves. when you have a bowl or glass bowl filter in each of the tanks. I had beans last 3 days in a row. So, yeah, definitely social distancing. Don't have to worry about it. Nobody's gonna come close to me. I don't envy you, Iron Thunder. I I love the idea of having a map, but I wouldn't have the patience to build the map like you do. Or if you see one tank has dirty fuel, shut that fuel tank down and run off the other fuel tanks. Yeah, that's a good idea. SMRT. What's that? So tired? You can take a nap if you want. Okay, I'm gonna jump and ride with Farmer Joe here a little bit because I'm editing. Where is Farmer Joe? Down there. Okay. I'm editing videos from the week. Wait for me. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Jump over the fence. Run. Because, yeah, fuel injectors are not cheap. Especially, whoa, 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 what you doing? Control Z? No. Shift Z? There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I did mute myself. I ran to the laptop and I'm editing the next video. Right now I'm editing the video for April 1st. And I was angry. I was very angry. The title will be Close Call, RV ran me onto the shoulder. RV nearly ran me off the highway. I was very angry. If you can't complete the pass and there's oncoming traffic, why are you passing me? So that's the video I'm posting now. Or, yeah, it's getting uploaded right now. The next video will be called The Real Highway Through Hell. That is a beautiful drive. Beautiful drive in the mountains. And of course more snowstorm videos. Slipping and sliding on Tuesday in Calgary. Just driving on solid, slippery roads. And on Monday, CVSC. I went through the scale. Got a red light came on. This was in Castlegar. And I was going to head east. But as I got a red light, they kept me at a red light for a while, and then all of a sudden said proceed. I'm like, okay. I just slowly proceed. The light stayed proceed, so I'm like, okay, pulling onto the highway. And as I'm getting to turn the highway, I'm waiting for traffic to clear so I can turn on the highway. I see the CVSC officer running out of his office towards the roadway. I'm like, oh, I've seen him do this before. He's going to flag down me, but I'm not going in that direction. I'm going eastbound. He thinks I'm going to turn around and come westbound. So I'm just going to stop here and make sure he actually wants me. Meanwhile, a Sutco pickup truck drives by. He pulled him over and points at me and made the pickup wait. So I'm just kind of looking, and he's kind of waving at me. I'm like, okay, I'll loop around, go back into the scale. I'm like, what did I do wrong now? What did I do to piss you off? He just goes, just wait in your cab. And then him and my supervisor walk to the back of the load, and he starts poking the load. He comes back. Yeah, it looked like it was a loose load. It's fine. He just goes, it looked like a bunch of the lumber shifted. There's a bunch of shorter pieces in there. So from his perspective, it goes, a lot of the lumber had shifted and it was loose, right? It's like, nope, that's how I loaded it. It's strapped down nice and tight, but I may continue on my way. Cool. I'm like, what did I do wrong? What did I miss? I'm like, am I in trouble for something? What? I don't want a ticket. I can't recall doing anything dumb, but so luckily it looked like there was something insecure, but it was nice and solid. So you drove truck and you saw a caravan. We call them RVs, flop over in front of you, trying to pass you, take you over. Yeah, they're insane. So yeah, on April 1st, take a look at the video, and the video does, because it's the wide angle lens, it doesn't look like it's as close call as it is, but basically he started pulling into my lane before he was clear with oncoming traffic, and it made me very angry. If I had not pulled onto the shoulder, he would have crashed into the side of me. And legally, I should have stayed in the lane. He would have probably rolled over. No, there will be no beeps. I was more angry than beeps allow. The air horn was in. I had it on the dash cam. It caught on the dash cam. So if I had not pulled it, the shoulder was nice and clear, and I reacted and pulled onto the shoulder. I did not slow down at all. I've made that mistake before. Never slowed down. If someone is passing you, don't hit the brakes to let them pass you faster. Very dangerous. I've done that when I first started driving truck. I did that a couple times. It's like, oh, someone's passing me. Oh, there's oncoming traffic. I'm going to slow down. And they hit the brakes the same time I hit the brakes. And now we're both blocking the whole highway because we're both hitting the brakes. So I found it works much better if I just maintain speed. The person passing is at 100% responsibility to decide, oh, I cannot finish this pass. I should hit the brakes and pull in behind them and try again down the road. But every now and then there's an idiot that commits. Yeah, Iron Thunder. I thought about reporting him. I'm like, I looked at the video and it's like, it just doesn't look as bad on the video as in real world. But if it's ever bad enough, I will. If it's... And, yeah. So one in front roll over me like bull bar. I don't know what that means. The idiot can't long load. Um, I find a lot of people make the mistake of going, especially RV. So he's long. He's he's got a long load already. It was a big fifth wheel RV. So it's long trailer. And I'm a Super B, so double B. And it takes a little longer to pass me. Oh, okay, bull bar, push bar. Okay, yes, okay, so you had push bars. Yeah, I've never hit anyone with a big rig yet, but there've been some close calls. Okay, okay, got it. I'm following you, Lucky. Basically, on the back of your load, you have a sign that says that you're a long load. And the idiot passes you anyway and goes, oh, it's going to take me a little longer to pass this. If I see any kind of oncoming traffic at all, it's probably not worth passing until the road is completely clear because it's going to take a minute to pass. Yep. And people don't register that a Super B trailer takes longer to pass than a small car. For some reason, that's an issue for some people. It was really cool though. A car in front of me this week. I was following a car, and they started signaling way early. That was cool. I'm like, hey. A car looked in the mirror and goes, oh look, there's a big rig behind me. I'm going to start signaling here so that he knows I'll be turning off way ahead. So I can slow down. He turned off the road. I was nice and slow and then kept going. No close call. It was awesome. Somebody actually looked in their mirror and said, hey, let's signal early to let the guy behind me know that I'll be slowing down. So I was pretty excited about that. It was actually, it's like, nice. People are actually doing it right every now and then. Doing it really right. Okay, so he overtook you, rolled over, and you drove right through his RV because, well, can't stop that load. The other thing people forget is don't hit the brakes in front of me, because I'm not slowing down. It's a lot of weight that's pushing me to continue straight. Doesn't matter how much I want to slow down, it's not gonna just stop. So while I was gone, any of these fields have changed? Nope. Yeah, yeah. Pretend the big rig behind you can't stop, because guess what? Most likely they can't. If you're loaded heavy, just like a train, playing chicken with a train, try to race a train, the train can't slow down. Semis can't slow down either. It was like a stunt movie when you hit the RV. RVs are very flimsy. They shatter like crazy, so I can just imagine a big explosion of just debris everywhere. You're lucky, do you have a dash cam as well? That'd be cool to see some footage of Australia trucking. What's up? Can I take a nap? So no nap yet. Try to get a GoPro. I'm not a fan of GoPro anymore. I now use a Sony action cam. But I also have a cheap dash cam. Well, cheap, not cheap, but I think it's like, can't remember. Under $100 anyway. I gave all of my old GoPros to my nephew and niece. No idea if they're making use of them or not, but gave them anyway. That's why you have to get a directional microphone. Like, my truck is pretty loud too, but yours is a lot louder. But if you get a directional microphone, my microphone's $100, and it's a directional microphone. I noticed in newer videos I've got the microphone rubbing against the seatbelt and making some weird noises, but a directional microphone so that it only picks up the noise in front of it and have it facing straight towards you. Um, I've seen some guys in really loud tractors and combines with a directional microphone. You can get good sound, but you have to actually spend some money into that then. So, and the Sony action camera is not cheap either. I still use GoPro mounts though. Much better mounts. I stick those everywhere. They're expensive, but Yeah, Screaming Jimmy, I watched those videos as well. Now that I know what you call it, I've heard trucks like that before on the road. It's like when I'm parked at a rest area or on a pull out, and all of a sudden you can hear that truck coming from a mile away. Very often when I sleep, I try to find places where I know there's no upgrade and no downgrade, so that big rigs won't be coming by heavy in the throttle or heavy in their engine brakes, because it can get loud if you're going to be sleeping right on the side of the road. So I try to find pullouts where it's a fairly flat terrain, no grades. Everyone in town knows when you're coming 15 kilometers away. Like, I want to buy another tractor. I was thinking of getting rid of the John Deere, but maybe I'll just get another tractor and keep the John Deere. So I like the John Deere too. Engine is a two-stroker diesel, yeah. Yeah, those are noisy beasts. I don't hear a lot of those here in BC, but every now and then it's just like, whoa, that is a loud truck. Hey, Wendy's. Yeah, I don't know YouTube. I I've set the little bell notification too, and it's like, then I keep missing videos that I really wanted to watch live. It's like, no, I really wanted to watch that, and I forgot about it, and it didn't notify me. It's like, yeah, YouTube is not bug free. Wendy's, that's the best way to start the game, is just wandering around, looking at stuff, getting used to it. Because the scenery is pretty cool to just walk around and enjoy the scenery. Especially some of the maps, they're just beautiful. Yeah, there's 3 different settings when you start the game. Because if you go to the 3rd setting, you start with nothing, no equipment, no farmland, no anything, just money, I think. Different maps are different, but... And you can still start, some of the maps you start with debt. So you start with no equipment, no farmland, nothing, plus debt. So you're starting in the hole, negative. Yeah, I recommend starting on the 1st setting until you get the hang of the game, and if you want to set up your own game, basically your own farm, you know exactly what you're going to do, but I most of the time start on the 1st setting. And in-game options, you can change a lot of things in here as well. So I can't see the economy one. There's another one that shows your economy, your weed growth, and all that stuff. I can't do it because I'm not hosting. You can change if your fields have to be plowed or fertilized, and plant withering. Turn plant withering off, unless you want to keep it really realistic. How the heck to exit the game? Just hit escape. This over here. Oh yeah, quit game down here. Yeah, just escape. Quit game on the bottom. Save game, quit game. Right on the bottom. Make sure you save first. So escape, right on the bottom, quit game. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah. Oh, so you might go on the map. Okay. So click anything else. Click. Yeah, you probably have to click there at the end there, and then quit game on the bottom. So click the last tab up here, and then you'll have quit game. I think there's more tabs with quit game, but oh yeah, these do as well. But the last tab for sure has quit game. Hmm? No. So you're gonna send me a picture of a trucker doing bush runs in the 70s and 80s. Okay, so Wendy, contracts. So you go to the contract. I'm doing this one right now. So I could go to, if you accept contract, the game assumes that you have all the equipment to do that contract. So if you accept contract, the game doesn't give you anything. You'll just have to go, okay, field 12, I better head to field 12 and grab my own combine, grab my own header, grab my own trailers, and head to field 12. If you click borrow items, the game will give you all of these, all the equipment it'll cost you $1,292 out of the reward, and then you have to go to the store and pick up this equipment. You can only use it on that field. So that equipment you'll only be able to use on field 12. And you'll have to drive all that stuff to field 12 and harvest it. So, if you don't have the, get back. If you do not have the equipment, borrow the equipment. And, oh yes, if you borrow equipment, wrong button. Very important. You borrow equipment. Let's find even your own equipment. It is important to keep your equipment repaired. So, if you borrow this equipment, for example, this harvester will not be 100% repaired. So before you leave the store, pay them money to repair the harvester, or else you might not get enough out of the field to complete the contract. Always repair your equipment. Even if it's borrowed equipment, repair it right away. It's going to sometimes cost a lot of money to repair it right away. It is worth it. You want to keep all your equipment. You'll see on the, so on the, where is the store? Different places, different maps. Hit the tab button and you tab through your equipment. You'll move from one piece of equipment to another. You have a map as well, so hang on. I'll get to that. So on the bottom right corner, you see the speed gauge speeding up here. That green bar with a little tool. You do not want that red line to go lower than 70%. After 70%, it starts hurting your harvest. So if you're harvesting a field, you're going to get less yield out of that field if that gauge goes below 70%. As far as seeding and cultivating and all that, if it goes below 70%, you'll start slowing down, but it's not going to hurt your yield. With harvesting equipment, it is very, very important to keep those above 70%, or else, especially contracts, you will fail the contracts if you don't do that. Where's the store? Most maps have an icon at a store that looks like that. Shop. So you'll have to find where the store is. But if you hit the tab button, this is what happens. Every time I hit the tab button, I change tractors. So you can tab through all the equipment you own. And in this case also all the equipment that Farmer Joe owns. Hopefully that's helpful. My contract finished 93%. You ended up riding on top of the train. Yes, yeah. You can tab into the train. There's an option you can turn that off. If you don't want to be tabbing in it'll be one of the options on top. I probably don't have access to it. You can tab train off if you don't want to tab into the train. This map doesn't have a train. In some contracts you have to use a train. You have to load the stuff onto the train and then deliver it to the right store with the train, or the right sell point with the train. Jess says fertilizing contracts is the easiest way to make money. There's a lot of profit in fertilizing contracts. You have to buy your own fertilizer, which is an expensive sticker price, but you make good money off fertilizing contracts. Weeding contracts, not so much. This contract here, I'm not making a lot of money off of this. But I wanted to do it just because it's something different. And of course, you can drive the train, speed it up, slow down with a W and S as well. Okay, what contract am I doing next? No, I can't get to field 12 without a header trailer. Field 18? Where's field 18? It's right there. No, I can't get to 12. I have to get through this road here, and not without a header trailer, which I do not own. You just finished ordering new tires for all your trailers and wow. Field 18 is a good option. Well, I haven't cultivated in a long time. Sure. I own a big cultivator, right? Let's accept contract. So there we go. Field 1, accepted contract. 10 hours. Take 10 hours to change all the tires. That's probably experienced. Imagine a rookie. Yeah, a week later. So I just accepted that contract. I have to now grab my own equipment and go to field 1. And my rule of thumb is I always repair all the equipment as soon as I'm done on a field. Repair, yes. Repair, yes. That's what the workshop tabber does. I can tab through items in the repair shop. And then I usually wash it as well. 1 month later. Jess said 3 weeks, so she was closer. Heck, I had a hard time changing the tires on my quad. I could not get that bead to break. I literally put the tire down on the ground and drove over it with my pickup truck. And that took several tries to break the bead. Once the bead was broken, I had a crowbar and screwdrivers and I could pull it off pretty easily, but breaking the bead, that was the hardest part. Of course, that's with no tools, no real tools. Yeah, they haven't called me at all about my truck. I might have to call them. You have old spider rims. Is that like a split rim? I think those are our split rims. guess they call them Dayton rims. Or Dayton wheels. Our Versatile hasn't done any real work for a while. It's nice to get the Versatile out. Yeah, I think in my head I'm picturing a certain rim, but I'm not sure if I'm right or not. Careful here not to hit any of these trees with this big cultivator. Ah yes, that is what I was imagining. Okay, there's some pretty sweet pictures there too of the old bush trains going through Australia. Cattle runs. Yeah, I guess you'd go out into the bush and pick up cattle. Yep, that makes sense to me. Your husband would like to go ride the long trucks in Australia just once. That'd be a cool experience, yeah. Um, yeah, running through those muddy roads. When you guys are running in the backcountry, do you have to disconnect trailers and just haul one trailer at a time through like creeks and rivers and stuff like that? When the road conditions are really bad, you gotta split the whole train up. Just hammer down and go. Some are longer than 6 trailers. The most I've seen are the 4 trailer lengths, but I guess they do 6 trailers. Put the pedal on the floor, keep your momentum. I guess if it's like down a little hill, as long as the back trailers are still pushing downhill, um, get uh, the semi over, or you guys probably call them prime movers. Um, get the prime mover over the crest on the top before the back trailer is done pushing the load down. Keep the momentum. So maximum 6 trailers for cattle, but if you're hauling dirt, 8 to 10 trailers? That's insane. Holy smokes, I had never heard of. Wow. Yeah, I guess if they're private roads, you can go as long as you want. That must put a lot of stress on like the front trailer. The front trailer is getting stretched apart. I guess where would the most of the stress be? Would it be in the center trailer? I don't know. I don't know physics enough, but you'd think things would start breaking and tearing apart because there's too much stress pulling the two, or the too much weight pulling on the front trailer. Like even the fifth wheel of the front truck or the prime mover would be in the middle. Yeah, it would make sense that the middle trailer is taking the most stress. So you could pull the middle trailer in half if you're not careful. Rip the kingpin right off. But I think I'm going to take a break, guys, and call the service shop. Just in case Jess decides to hit the save and quit. Can't save that. Delete that one. Oh, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Oh, here's Iron Thunder. Wait 1 sec! That's awesome. Thanks again, Lucky and Wendy and Iron Thunder for joining. We're going to give Iron Thunder a second to... well, we always give Iron Thunder a second. Can I see this? Can I see what? I can see the comment. Ah, a link. It'll, I don't know if it allows links in. If it even allows you to put links in. I think unless you're a moderator, it won't even allow you to add a link. What are you gonna do? Buy horses? Buy more horses. Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna hit those trees. I am just touching the trees. Okay. Yeah, I won't let you share links. I didn't think so. Okay, you can, no, you can't save and quit anytime. We're waiting for Iron Thunder. Yeah, we're gonna wait at least a little bit. It's a gimmick, and I'm falling for it. I'm just that gullible. I don't mind being gullible. Iron Thunder says to check Steam. That's not the right one. Here we go. Ah! There we go. Farmer Joe. That's awesome. Farmer Joe, you're the owner of Field 3. And it's a baling it's a baling contract too, so it's perfect. It's perfect for you. That's awesome. Iron Thunder, you rock. This is pretty cool. Okay, yep, we're gonna bail out now. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. I'm excited about these. There's me. There's Farmer Joe. Yep, I like it. Okay, I'm out. See you guys tomorrow morning.